Yeah, hello. Welcome back. And today we're gonna continue what we learned the last weeks. We were doing a full project and I think we need to finish this project before we move on to other projects. We were doing how to build a full web page, have a website. And then I think we started like 3 weeks ago. We have covered HTML. We covered CSS, the basics to the advanced. Then we want to merge everything together. Then it becomes a full web page, website. Think we have started doing it the last week about with building this website, a bakery website. And I want to go do some rundown what we did. So we have started building the menus. So home, shop, about, contact, home, shop, about, contact. We are doing the mobile one. We haven't finished. It's the banner, the tagline for the website, wedding cakes, pie, donuts. So we're able to put images in our system. We put a table. We put a photo. We also put a go back. Yeah. So let's go continue. I think if you have the files is always in the link where we put on the drive, Google Drive, that so you can follow along. After we will also upload it to YouTube, and you can go and watch it. So talking about about the web page. So we built the HTML. I mean the skeleton, everything here. So now we attached a style sheet, a separate style sheet, stylesheet.css. That's where we're gonna work. We'll be working a lot. So let's go to the style sheet. Make this one small. Okay. So we put a wrapper as a. Yeah, sorry guys. I was not able to put it on YouTube, but so let's record it. I'm starting from the edition. So this will be the fourth edition. I'm starting right now for the fourth edition. So if you start from here, you won't miss anything. So um, so let's so we we wanted to do the logo. We have to place the logo where uh we want the logo to be. So let me make my page. Let me see. I have a small screen, so sometimes It's very difficult. Mm. I want you all to see both of it. So this is the logo, and so the logo go with, yeah, let follow along. So the logo, you want to put give it a position, and the position, as I touch you, relative. It's relative to where it was. So we live relative. We give it a position of relative. Let's give it a position of top 74 pixels. Let's see. So guys, always, in case I change this one, look at it. Position absolute, and I gave this, let me see, 700. Let me give the, don't do this one. I'm checking something. Yeah, okay. I don't know why. So these, everything that we are doing here, we can also do it in the DOM, in the web browser, but we haven't got, you haven't got to that stage yet. So right now I was testing something here. It wasn't working, so I used the browser to test it, and it works. So that means I'm having a little trouble with my page here. I don't know. So let me check. So you see, we do testing with the browsers here. The same browser that you are using is called the DOM, the document object. So I'm doing a test there to see if something is wrong. I'll teach you how to do it. You see, all these CSS is the same as in your text editor, VS Code that we are. I don't know the text editor you're using, but it's the same. So we can even put, we can change the size, we can do anything that we are doing here. We can also do it in the web browser. So you just do right click, inspect. So, uh, so let me see the HTML logo container. Uh, Div ID. Whatever. So, so in case your text is moving right and left, I think I already taught you guys, but let me show you another one. You can go on, what is it, view? You said toggle word wrap. It will move it down, so you don't need to scroll left and right. I'm looking for, let's see, the div ID, the wrapper. Something is, yeah, okay, let me see. Back to top. Okay, let's see. Okay, background color. Oh, yeah. So the border, we made it. Let's give it a position of relative here. Website, you always have to make sure uh, everything that you are typing, make sure you don't miss a bit, because sometimes it gets confused because of these colors and stuff. But even the colors, you can change it how you want it. But so always go through your code and make sure you put everything. Uh, so we give it a background of red here, the body, but I don't think we're gonna use the body as the background. I think the body I was testing. Well, let's see. Now, let's use this background. The background here, let's make it solid. Position here 74. Give it a left of 250. Now let's go to the section. So the section, always remember that. So this section here, the class is section. It's called section. But I think we should change the name. Can you go to to the, to the HTML and change it to section head header? So when you go there, that means on the CSS you need to also change it. Section header. Give it a background of white. I mean, background of white in default is white, but still, let's give it a background color of white. So you can write white here, but what I prefer is we have hex code, HEX code. So every color here has a number that a number that represent the color. So we start typing with the pound key. You see the pound key. Always in hex code 0006 times, like it's black. In colors, in case you do colors, it's zero zeros are black, and if you know RGB colors, it's 256 is white, pure white, and zero is pure black. In the middle are the grays, but on the web CSS we use FF6 FFF as white. See the colors? But you can also use three numbers to represent the same. So let's say 00, it won't work. 0, it will work. 3, but when you go 4, it won't work. I mean, so you have to go 6. 3 or 6, but the standard is to use all six numbers. So if you want black, it will be 0006. So in case we change something here to, that means the black, you go in the light black. So in case you want, let's change something here. You put uh your cursor or over the zero zeros, the color palette will open. This is the palette. So these are the colors. I think it gives you, I don't know, 60 million bits of colors. So any color that you click, sorry, you get the number. So there's no need for you to memorize this. So you could go crazy. So it's just pick up a color. Just always, the only thing that you can remember is the FFF and the 00. The rest you can use the color palette to choose. So you see, from dark, here is the lighter, and so you can get a color that you make it lighter. Then these are the hue. So these are the hue, the colors. You can, from red. So every color is there. Yeah. So now let's make it pure white. You see white, FFFF. But in case here it's also white, but the shade is different. So you can use this bar to look for what you want. Black to 00. Yeah. I hope you understand it. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Now, now let's do the banner. Dot banner. Always reference your class and IDs so you know uh which element you are targeting, because you see dot banner. So you have to make sure where this dot banner, it is. So in case you have too many codes here and you want to look for the code, there's a shortcut. You can go on Macs, Command F. On Windows, I think it's also Control F. So it's like find. You're looking for something. Command F. You see a tab will, on the tab will open. Here, you can type in any word that you're looking for. It will give you how many words appear in the system in your document. So banner, it told me that I have 5 of 6. I have 7 banners names appear. So you see a highlighted banner here, banner here, banner here. So you can use this next and up arrow and the down arrow to look for it. You don't need even to scroll through it. So this is the banner. Class, image source. This is the banner that we are looking for. Let's give it a width of 11196 px. So there's the banner, yeah. So you see, you the banner, the spaces between, we can target the banner and give it a space. So this banner, I think we targeted inside. Padded. Uh, Let me show you. Okay, let's padding 30 px. So some properties in CSS are, I mean, to control some properties, you have to use, you have to get 4 values to define, I mean, the top, the left, the right, and the bottom. So when you use only one, so here I said 30 px. The 30 px right now represent all the four sides of the element in the, I mean, the element that I'm targeting. So make sure that in case you want to target separately, top, left, right. Let me show you an example. This will be. Let's create something. We'll delete it after. Let's call div dot example. Let's put a text. H1 pardon example. The text, you can put anything in there. You don't need to write pardon example. It's just a test that I want to show you. H1 pardon example, uh, B P margin. Yeah, so on the style sheet, div dot example. Let's give it a background color of red to to highlight what the element here. So this is it. Okay. So you see, from Look at the box. I've already told you that whenever you use the div, it stretches from left to right, 100%. But from top to bottom, it's not. You have to give it how much you need. But because we put a H1 tag and a P tag, it stretches the box from the height. But if look at it on the top, there is no space between the example, the padding example from the top. Here there is space because H1 covers has its own padding built into it, and the padding and the P tag also has a padding built into it. So whenever we say padding, we mean we want to give it a space around our element. So now the example, let's give it a padding. So you type padding, PADDING. So you can use pixels, percentage, and stuff. Well, right now make, let's learn only pixels, px. Yeah. So let's give it a padding of 30 px. Save it. Look at it. Now go back. So right now, from top to bottom, it gave us 30 px on the top, 30 px from the left, 30 px from the right, and from the bottom. So some elements, some properties in CSS and targets all the four corners, like from the left, right. So right now, in case you want to target the top different, the bottom different, you just need to target each individually. So let's say I want to target this 10 px. So don't don't think that it starts from then this one 5 px, then this one 50 px. So what is the order here? Eh, it's a very, confusing thing that if you get it. So from 30 px, 10 px, 5 px, let's look at how it will work on a. Where is it? Mhm. So yeah, we exaggerated the example. So guys, look at it. The padding here is small. Here is big. It's different. Here is big. So this is how it works. It goes from the top to the right to the bottom and to the left. Top, right, bottom, and to the left. So let's look at the left one, 200. Let me see. So look at it. Look at the example on your page, and you'll see we targeted 200 padding. So the padding is the thickness of the padding area. So you see, even if you put on it, will tell you short have property to set values of the thickness of the padding area. So in case we want the top and the bottom to be the same, You don't need to write all these four, I mean, what do you call it? You don't need to write all these four numbers, because in case we want the part in the top and the bottom to be the same, and we want the right and the left to be the same, there is a shortcut. You just delete two of these from the middle. You're like this. So right now, 30px means the top and the bottom. It's targeting the top and the bottom because you didn't specify the bottom different. Then the left and the right is targeting in 200 and px. So this is the rules in CSS and stuff. So make sure you understand this because you're gonna use it a lot. So you see here right now, from here, we're targeting 200 pixel. Also from here is 200 pixel. The space here, don't mind it. It's the text. Because the text is not that long, that's why you got all this space. But the real space, the real padding that we are looking for, it ends somewhere here. It's the same as left and right. From the top, you get the same padding here. So that's the example that I wanted to show you. Oh, okay. So let's do the same margin. Margin and padding are like brothers and sisters. It's opposite and so oh yeah. I mean, all these shortcuts that we're talking about, you can even just specify where you want. So there is no need even to use uh your own. I mean, to just go in and put all 30px, 200px to figure out where's the left and right. You can even just give it the left straight away in case you want only left. So this one, you even the wording means you are targeting only the left. So there is no need. So, but it's always best to use the shortcuts, or else you have to write padding left, padding right, padding bottom. You see? So that's it. It's the same as margin. So let's look at margin. Margin 2 is the box outside your the space outside your box. So let's look at here before and after. Guys, look at it. It's a magic. Let's cancel it out. Got a contact the space here, the space here, the space on the left, and the space on the right. Now we put part and the margin. So we're telling it to give it a margin of this. And the margin here, we said give each side of the box there 40 pixels. Voila, look at it. It's giving it each side of it 40 pixels. So as same as padding margin, it works the same as padding. So you also can also give each side what you want to do, like each side separate margin that you want. Nice. Look at it. Perfecto. So these are how we build. In case you have seen all these boxes and stuff, we can use CSS to build all these. This like a card, bootstrap card, and all. So you see, it's very nice. We told it to give it a margin of 30 pixel top and bottom, but the left and right give it a 200 margin. So give it a space outside the box. Now, I hope you understand it. Let's delete it. So we need to delete. So the banner. So here, I think we look. We only want the top. Now, give it a. Also, guys, remember everything that I'm putting on the CSS, all the selectors, I give it a dot, or the dot is called is the class, or the what do you call it? The pound key is the ID. It doesn't mean everything that I put here I have to target it with a class. I can target some stuff directly on the page. So in case I have only H1 in my HTML, I can target it directly here. H1 and font size 20 px. So if I do this H1, every H1 in my document will get this font size, the size of it. You see? These are the H1. So in case I have a lot of H1, I will can target it with just the H1 here. But the different why we use classes is in case I don't want to target everything in the document. I need to distinguish it. That's why we use classes and IDs. So something that like the nav. So when you go to our document, I think let's see if we have nav here. So Control F. Okay, yeah, here is the footer. We use the element called nav here, and we gave it a class of nav footer. So the nav I can target because I have only one nav and AV in the document. So I can target it directly. So let's go with nav. Give it a text align. Center. So I think so this is the nav that we will build in the footer. So we gave it a text center of center. We can change it to the left. Left is always default, but so you see, guys, it went to the left. So what we need, I need is I want it to be center. I want the font family. You want to give it a font family of I think it was Roboto. I think I've already gone through how to do the fonts, the sans serif. So go back to your notes and see. So font size. I want to give it 16 pixels. Was it? Yeah, I think. Yeah. Let's give it a border color of white. So white, you can write white there. It's the same as I taught you with the number FFFF. Let's give it a margin of 0. So a margin of 0, what does it mean? It's 0, nothing. We didn't give it any margin. Let's give it a padding of each side 20 pixels. Background color white. I don't want to use white. Let's use the FF. Guys, here it is. Now you see the margin that we gave and the padding we given all these spaces. Yeah. Now, now that we have it, those padded there. Now we need to target the UL. So let's look at the nav inside. We have unordered list that we use. I have already gone through with you with the ordered list and unordered list. We gave it a class of footer. We gave it a list of class footer menu. So one thing is also, as I've told you, we have parents and we have children. So right now I can target this here UL with the footer list, but I can also target it with the parents and the children because UL here is inside this nav. So I can do that. So let's target NAV, that means the nav. Back here is the child. So every UL inside the nav is his child. So doing this, CSS will know you targeting the UL inside the nav. Make sure don't put any dot here. You see? So I'm targeting the nav, the child UL inside that nav. Now, guys, look at this. Every list item, you get a bullet. Because it's on another list, the default is this bullet here, black bullet here. But we can change, we can give it a lot of bullet style types. So we don't want this black thing to show. We want to hide it. So we call it list style. List style. Let's get none. None means nothing. None. Niente. Guys, look at it. It disappeared. Let's give it a margin of 0. Pardon, I think I need space around it. I need let's give it 10 pixels. I would love to get this open, and also in case you have two monitors, it will be cool. So you open this on the left and this on the right. I have two monitors, but one is my reference works and also monitoring comments and stuff. But that's why I'm going back and forth with this. So now we want to target the list. So the list, let's go to our HTML. This is the list. Home shop is inside the URL. The list of items. So these are the list, the items. Home. I want to target it. So it's the same as I already did, because nav UL. You see, this one is like a ground child of the nav. So you see how we did it? We can even go like, we can go deeper. Go the grandchildren, grandchildren. So this is the grandchild. So we're targeting the list here. So let's give it a text decoration of you give it none. Color. The color is already black, but let's give it a let's give it a color of black. Now let's give it a border radius of 2 pixels. Um, oh yeah, sorry guys, I made a mistake. Go back. I was targeting the wrong thing. So delete this. This is the only thing that we have to target. No decoration here. Now let's go here. Left UL LIA. Guys, you see how many ground? This is the great grandchild. The A. We target A. So in case you go to your HTML, you see these are the links. So if the HTML element has an href attribute, that represents a hyperlink. Yeah. So we want to target the A. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah. Sorry, guys. This text decoration has have to be there. We want to do a display inline. So let's look at it before we. So there is it. So in default, in case we do display block, let me see. What it do? I think I've already gone through the display inline and block, but I'll cover it as we go. So here we will give it a text decoration. Guys, Look at this one. You see, by default, any href, in case you put a text and you put a link on it, by default, you get underlines on the text. So, for us to take these underlines, because we use text decoration, and the text decoration, we said don't give it any text decoration on the text, none, niente. So, text. So these are all the text decorations that you can choose: overline, solid, underline, wavy. Let's try the wavy. Why is it not showing? Yeah. So as you get it, you can use the different decorations on it. So you don't even need to take our time and spend more time on it. This one, none. Most of these CSS, after you play with it, there's a lot of properties, and so give it a color of black. Give it a border radius of 2px. So this one, make sure you understand it. And this one will be a little tricky. So one, we give it a border of 1px. Give it a solid. Then we give it a color. FC BA 49. Nice. Perfect. Look at it. You see, around the text, we gave it a border. We gave it a color of yellow. Yellow, yeah. Then we said make it solid. So it goes like this: 1px, then you give it the type of border that you want, then you give it the color. So here, let's see, let's make it stand out. 3px, look at how big it is. So it all depends on you how you want it. It's just a type of style that how creative you want to do. So excuse me. So it all depends how you want your stuff. Oh, oh yeah. I made it. The text. Let's make it black, no, not white. Guys, look at it. So the box is inside here. It's a so it's a solid. But I think you can make it dotted too. What's it saying? Semicolon expected. What? Don't worry. I've installed some plugins in my system that is beneficial, but sometimes it also goes crazy. So, guys, you see, you can also change the box to be dotted. It all depends how you want. Play with it, and what you like, you just do it. I'll put my back solid. Now we have to give it a little bit of padding. So let's give the top and down 2px, and the right padding, let's give it a. I mean, yeah, we don't need to write it on another line. The top and down, the right and left, let's give it 20px. Oh yeah, the S here, guys, look, that's why it doesn't need to be. Yeah, CSS is very forgiving. If it was to be a code, another programming language, it would have um, break the code. But guys, look at it now. We gave it a little bit of left and right, 20 pixels, top and two pixels, and yeah. So you can do anything. You can play around with it how you want it. These are your own choice. How creative you want to be. Nah, uh, uh, it's not everything I'm doing here. That's how you have to do it. But because of the course that I'm teaching you, I'm trying to put a lot of the styles, the text in CSS, so you can. I mean, you'll get a lot into one website and one document. So, like here, I want to do text transformation. So you see here, we have capitalized, lowercase, none, uppercase, initial. So why we say uppercase here? But let's go look at it. It's home, sharp. Now everything I've tend to be uppercase. You ask a question, why didn't we just type in the uppercase here if we knew we want to change it to uppercase later? So for me, if I knew that I needed an uppercase in the HTML document, I would have just typed in uppercase, the letters. I won't go back here to use the uppercase on the style sheet just for. But I want to teach you, you can change these, you can manipulate the documents like so uppercase. You can make it lowercase, uppercase. You can make it initial. The first letters always have to be uppercase, back and forth. Yeah. Now, oh, sorry. Now, guys, sorry. Now the nav. Let's target the link. So this is you targeting the A link. Guys, I think go through it and excuse me for just a minute. I'll make it a. I'll put it here. Just play around with it. I'll be back. Hello. Hello. Matt. Hello, guys. Sorry. I got an emergency call, so I had to pick it up. So we were on a where were we? Yeah, we were on a link. Uh, was we? Yeah. Oh, what's this? Yeah. So we were on the now a link. Uh, uh, so the state that we are in called, so you see link, we gave it a color of there are four states that we can use to start this a link, the link, and the a tag. So the first color, let's use this color. Second, we say now. So okay, let's look at it. Look at it first. So you see the link here, the color. We say it. You see the middle about the color changed. So let's go on a hover. Nav a hover. Let's give it a color of chocolate, but I don't know what chocolate color. No RGB color. So guys, in case you go here, look at it. Hover over. Use your mouse to go through. Hover over the text. Don't don't click on it. But in case you put your mouse on it, you see the color change. The So we are telling the document that in case that we use our cursor, we hover over the element, change the color. Now let's do visited. Indian red. So this one, in case you visit it, anytime that you click on any of this, then it takes you to another page. The color will change. So why do we use all these colors? It's just for the user to realize that he has already visited this page. So in case I click this link, it said it cannot get contact dot because we haven't created these pages yet. All these pages we haven't created it yet. Home. Home is the same as where we are. So we always use the home button as the root of the document. So in case you are in contact and you want to get back to your home page, you just click the home. Now text. Perfecto. Now, guys, let's do, because for me, I'm a mobile first guy, and you have to also be. So when you're creating document, web page, it's always better you create for mobile first. Then some people go reversed. You can create your desktop one first, then you use CSS queries to build up to get a mobile one. Or you can go vice versa. So now let's build the mobile menu. So give it a comment here. Mobile menu. So the ID for the mobile menu. Here it is. Remember, it's ID mobile menu. Is it? Yeah. It's a mobile menu. You can also search for it. Let's give it a display of that. So display. So display means none. You don't want it to show on the page. Sometimes you put you put something on the page, but you want to hide it. You want to hide it, and you wait until it gets to somewhere you want to show it. Like in case the mobile. So on the web page, because the mobile phone is different, and computers are bigger and stuff. There are some things that we is specific for mobiles. So sometimes the menus, we build the mobile menu, but we hide it. So in case you get into the mobile size, then it will appear. Like in case you use your phone, then it will appear. In case you use the computer as your desktop or laptop, it will disappear. So I said the mobile menu, display none. So let's see if this mobile menu is gone. Let's see. So you see, this is the mobile menu here, but we want to hide it. But if I hide it, I can work on it. So for now, I will leave it. I'll come back to it. So the mobile menu, let's give it a width of 100%. So these percent and width and px, m's and rems, I'll dedicate a full episode on it so we understand it. Let's give it a background color of 7. Dot menu show. Display block. Oh, there is this important uh wait, let me inspect it. Inspect. I want to change, give it a. So now I made it like an iPhone 5, iPhone 10. So this important word is a very I want to say very important word. Sometimes you change some things on the web page and it does not work because somewhere something is overriding it. So we use the important word to tell the document that it's very important. So you should bypass everything and just stick to this and just let this override what's happening. So this important word, sometimes you want to tell, just attach it to what you want to do and tell it that it's very very important. So that would take precedence on everything. Dot menu toggle. Dot mobile toggle. I want us to be fast a little bit. Let's write all these, then I will explain everything to you guys. Position. Let me give a position of absolute. Top of 20 pixels. Right 20 pixels. And you see you see before this was here, now it's on the right because I use absolute. So I move it, I gave it a top of 20 pixels from the top to the bottom 20 pixels. From the right side of the page, I gave it 20 pixels. So it moved to the right. So uh, Then we have this called overflow hidden. So the overflow, in case it overflows to a different part of where you have specified it to be, it should hide it. It will hide the element. It won't trespass to another. I mean, uh, part of where you don't want it to be. So overflow hidden. Now mobile menu dot mobile menu toggle button. Let's get a font size. One. Then uh so this was I'm gonna post all these from my it's a lot of uh stuff here that I'll leave you to type all this. Guys, yeah. So you type or let's start type none. We already know the pattern, we already talk about it. So everything here we already knows. So yeah. Uh now have you in case you finished, yeah. The mobile pattern. I think we have to attach I didn't want to attach JavaScript, but all this code I had a JavaScript prepared for us to toggle these menus. So everything here is inside here. In case you click this, it will open. So I think we'll get back to it. Now let's do the body styling. The P font, we give it a font family of so I think you already now you know font family, font weight, font size. We already talked about it. Font family is the family of fonts that you want to choose. You have sans serif and you have serif, and you have millions of fonts that you want to choose. So it all depends how you want, and it's your own taste. Oswald, the sans serif, font size. Mm, let's give it 15 px. Let me see something. Okay. So is the I'm changing the p tag, the paragraphs text. Uh, giving it a font size. I think it will be cool. I can use ems, but let me see, 0.8 ems. No, no, no. Let me give it 13 px. Okay. And font weight. So all these font weights, it starts from 100 to 900, border, lighter, normal. Yeah. So let me see if I use bold. Let's go to our H1. Text align. Let's give it a center. So delivery fresh baked goods since 1997. You see, on font family. Fantasy. Guys, I delivery. All these fonts, after we done, you can change it how you want it. It's just your own taste. Let's give it a margin of 10 px. Uh, Give it a padding of uh so yeah, we gave it a padding of 50 px. And let's get a font family. Font family of H5. I'm just showing you can use a lot of fonts that you want. That's why I'm I'm using a lot of fonts. I just want you to get custom to sans serif for Arial. We got a color of I think, let me look for that H5. H2. So right now we're giving all these the header tags. We're giving it maybe styling it, giving it a consistent fonts. Cursive. These are all the wedding cakes. Mm, so H2. We don't need a white there. I'll get back to this one. I think it's the background I haven't put yet. All right, let's do that. So this is where I get interested. Using the normal CSS, I mean the basic ones, styling the page is all crazy all over the place. We have a lot of frameworks that will make it easy. To build this, you would have used only 10 minutes to or 15 minutes to finish this. Then we have Flexbox to style all these pages, to put stuff on the left to right, right to left. Then came Grid CSS. I mean the savior of CSS. So the Grid CSS, it needs its own course, but when it comes to I this one, I think I used only small part of a small CSS grid in this document. So let's start. So guys, in case you ever sees this means, what does it mean? It means affect everything in the document. So let's try. I think let's try maybe color. Let me see. You get this one? You see all colors. You see all these texts all change to white. All these texts here. Let's give it a red. We exaggerate it. So whenever you see this on the CSS document, it means the effect have effect on everything on the page. So that's it. But here I'm gonna use it as a box size. So the box sizing is a very it means it allows us to include the padding and border in an element's